We go to another point that you raised this morning, which was fascinating, and that's your own portfolio, the way you divide between equities and cash and bond and gold. So I was quite interested in your opinion about gold and whether it's going to become a currency in its own right going forward.
Yes, I mean, first of all, the reason I diversify is that no matter what people tell you, nobody knows how the world will look like in 5 years' time. So given this uncertainty, we better be diversified, and I like some cash to have the flexibility that if there is a strong adverse market move, you have some reserves to increase your positions. And gold, I look at it as an honest currency. It cannot be manipulated or to a lesser extent by central banks in the sense that they can't print it. Gold has to be taken out of the earth, and there's a limited supply of it. And when you print paper money, there's more paper money units per ounce of gold continuously. So it's not necessarily that the price of gold goes up, but it's the value of paper money that goes down. So I look at it as a currency and not as a commodity. The commodity for me is more like oil or copper or nickel or aluminum. These are commodities that depend on industrial demand, or agricultural commodities, they depend on the harvest. You have a good harvest, prices go down. You have
bad harvest,
you have a drought and so forth, prices go up. But gold is a monetary instrument. In other words, it's a monetary currency. And so I don't think it's practical to have a pure gold standard. There's never existed a pure gold standard. But I would suggest that as an insurance, individuals, rather than to hold cash at zero interest rates of a currency where the government is printing money, you rather hold gold. But near term, I think it will go down.
We're talking about natural resources. Maybe one of the important things to talk about, for example, the importance of water.
Yes.
So can you give me your opinion about something as important
Yes.
as that?
Yes, of course it's very important. It's like oil. It will be a geopolitical issue as well. Because as you know, some of the rivers that flow through India and then also through Bangladesh, they don't originate in India. They come from China or Tibet. That's why the Chinese are so keen on Tibet, because of the water. The same, the Mekong River flows through China and then through Laos, Cambodia and so forth, and Vietnam. And so it's a big political issue. Who gets the water? You understand? Because it's
So
also the Nile. The Nile is the same. Who gets the right to the water?
The origin, yes, absolutely.
And so you can, depending where the water is then taken, you can harm another country very badly.
So are we talking about natural resources? What do you think in terms of going forward, the most important battle going to be?
Well, first of all, historians have war cycle theories, and it's in general accepted that if resource shortages occur, which the symptom of which are rising prices, then obviously tensions internationally increase, because countries, they do need resources. You need food, you need water, and so forth and so on. You need electricity and energy. And so if there are shortages, the international tensions increase invariably. I think a big issue in future will be essentially the Middle East and Central Asia, because don't forget, China has a 2,000 kilometers border with Central Asia, with Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan, and also Pakistan, and even a small border with Afghanistan, and then with India anyway. And there tensions could arise, because for China it's unacceptable that the US would have permanent bases there. So I think the tensions will rise, and whether it will come to a conventional war or not, who knows? But cyber war is already there, and you will have a lot of interruptions, like suddenly you are in a city and somebody will switch off the light. And then you'll see the chaos that ensues.
Well, let's hope that doesn't happen, and let's hope for peace. Thank you very much indeed.